Good evening, everyone. This is Atmospheric Alex here. Back from a little bit of a break. I've been dealing with a lot of work lately, but I am finally back to talk to you all about the chance of snow tomorrow and tomorrow night. Yes, I know. It's November right now, and as you could tell by my map, I'm expecting this to go really far down south there. Look at that, into the southern Appalachian region. Oh boy, we have a lot to get through in today's video, and I'm going to explain exactly why you should or shouldn't be getting your hopes up at this point in time. Starting off, we're going to work our way from north to south here. So we're going to start up here in Wisconsin, Michigan, all those areas there. So as we go through the rest of the evening, you can see some scattered snow showers and snow squalls making their way on through. We have a pretty noticeable one here near Oshkosh. I kind of didn't check the radar in advance, but they are definitely getting quite a bit of snow as we speak. And as we continue going on, you can see these squalls begin to disappear as your daytime heating vanishes. As it becomes nighttime, we begin to see some more snow shower activity through tonight, and look at that coming off of Lake Michigan here. We're going to really have to monitor this. Some very impressive lake effect bands of snow and snow squalls starting around midnight tonight. So if you live over there in South Bend, Kalamazoo, South Haven, Grand Rapids, Lansing, Muskegon, Big Rapids, you need to be on high alert and do not go anywhere tonight. Don't go on the roads. There will be 0-mile visibility at times. Then for our main event, you could see a very hefty period of heavy wet snow moving through portions of eastern Wisconsin here, quickly switching over to rain as we go into tomorrow morning. It's mainly because your temperatures aloft become a lot less favorable at this time, but this pinwheels southward and into some more of those areas in Illinois. We'll talk about that shortly. More stagnant snow squalls here across portions of Michigan could dump an inch or two in a very tiny localized spot. And speaking of going a little further south, you could see some snow shower activity moving into Chicago. Yeah, I know there's quite a few of my viewers who live up there, and this will be around 5 to 7 p.m. this evening. Actually, I did check the radar there. It is already snowing out, and let me tell you, there is a lot more blue than this model suggests, so please keep that in mind as we go through the rest of the night, and you could see some scattered snow showers make its way on through. More going through tonight, you get more lifting, alright, ahead of the system plowing down from the north. You're going to get a lot more storm energy that begins to build through these areas, allowing your squalls to really fire off. And through 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 a.m., 9 a.m., look at this extremely heavy band of snow, moderate snow as well, coming straight into the heart of Chicago here, Gary, South Bend on the edge there, Rockford on the edge, Rensselaer as well, Lafayette. We'll get to that in a little bit. But you can see just this heavy mass of snow rotating, pinwheeling around. And take a look at this as we go into tomorrow afternoon. Snow for everyone in this area. Just incredible. If you love the snow, this is exactly what you were hoping for here. And going further south, we'll talk about that shortly. But you could see just this heavy conglomeration of heavy wet snow moving through and blasting southward. Could see some lingering snow after that along your outer banding features. All right, let's take a brief break and go to Ohio now. I mean, why wouldn't we, right? They're supposed to get snow. You can see there may have been some little blips and blobs along that cold front earlier. We don't really know. But you do see maybe isolated snow squalls later on this evening. We'll have to see. You can see Columbus there. But really, as we go into late tonight into early tomorrow morning, Columbus gets hit with an impressive snow squall here around 5 a.m. Take a look at that. Yeah, I mean, and unfortunately, you won't be getting woken up by it, so you might miss out on some of that snow. No fear, as we head into tomorrow morning, take a look at this. just area of snow across the board, really. This energy just flying around. And some of your linear snow squall pockets here could contain some pretty strong winds and 0-mile visibility. It would not shock me if we saw snow squall warnings come into effect tomorrow morning, afternoon. Look at that in Charleston. Gosh. Even have a Boeing segment here, so you could just imagine, being on the roads at that time. What a nightmare that would be. And we'll continue looking through. More of that moves through. We're heading more into 3, 4, 5 p.m. tomorrow afternoon, evening. And there's Cleveland getting absolutely clocked by a lake effect band there. Gotta watch that as well. And that just continues. I mean, you get the ordeal, and then there's more snow forming out here. As another low pressure out here pinwheels around. Yeah, we have one out here pinwheeling, and another one out here pinwheeling. What are they, twin brothers or sisters or something? Seems like it. But yeah, moderate to heavy snow going into Friday as well. Let's look further south, and this is a part I've been waiting for the most. I'm really hoping we get quite the snow show tomorrow night, but let's see. Well, we're going to head into around noon tomorrow. Tons of snow squall activity. Outside of that, you have snow showers throughout Kentucky blasting southward here. They're, at a pretty considerable speed, I will say. Some of which even break into the Cumberland Plateau here as well, heading into 1 p.m., 2 p.m., even getting to mountains, 3 p.m., 4 p.m., we do begin to see snow showers breaking into the Northeast Valley locations, such as Middlesboro, Bristol. You could even see stuff around Newport as well. I wouldn't get your hopes up. Sevierville, I don't really think so, but a brief flake or two is possible tomorrow evening, especially. And here is your big-time main event here blowing on through. Look at those snow rates heading into Cincinnati here, Louisville, Lexington, Bloomington, Greensburg, getting plastered with snow here. Goodness, nice little thumping of snow moving through. Could provide a quick inch or two. And we begin to see East Tennessee try to light up. It's a little bit uncertain here. Just to get a little more in depth, we are going to have strong southwesterly winds here blowing up the valley. You have colder temperatures in your northern part of your valley here, and you have warmer temperatures here further south. What's going to happen? Warm air will blow into the valley, all right, and it's going to try to push the snow out of the way. So you're going to end up with this stream of warmer air creeping up into your Central Valley locations, such as around Knoxville, Sevierville, Pigeon Forge, and it's going to struggle for the first hour or two, I will admit. You could see some flakes, but really by the time we get into 10, 11 p.m., your more sustained moderate snow begins to move on through, and you can enjoy your winter wonderland experience. That's what I'm hoping for. And you can take a look here in Kentucky, some possible heavy snow falling as well, and even on the plateau. Well, I want to mention this too. So for East Tennessee, all right, I know I'm talking about you guys a lot. You do have a thing that occurs called upslope flow, and it occurs, obviously, along the mountains. Where else would it occur? Well, I have seen events in the past that weren't modeled particularly well, very similar to this. And let me tell you, sometimes you could get a pretty big nighttime surprise in events like this, where you get energy, you get tons of snow that pile up along the mountains, and it can get pretty heavy at times, right? I would say anywhere along the foothills, intermediate foothills region, possibly a little further north, and then of course into the mountains. So anywhere south of that line into the mountains, I definitely be monitoring for a period of extremely heavy snow, depending on all the factors present. We'll get to that soon. Continuing on through, this is midnight, 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 4 a.m., you could see heavy snow moving more off to your east. You're going to have much warmer air streaming up the valley, upwards towards 40 degrees at this point. So your snow, well, I hate to say it, it's going to just be pushed right out of the way. So please enjoy it while it lasts for my friends and family across East Tennessee. Now for West Virginia, we're going to go through this pretty quickly because you all out here are used to the snow, but yeah, just tons of it going on tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow evening, just snow showers, just constantly. This is ridiculous. And then your big push of energy up here. Look at this, your second low pressure system moves on through down from Pennsylvania into West Virginia. And gosh, you will be getting a heavy snow event here across the mountain regions. So Morgantown, Clarksburg here, Elkins, Snowshoe, Charleston, you're going to be in for it, all right? You got to monitor this. And I especially think the mountains there could see well over a foot of snow. And that said, we're now going to get into localized snow forecasts brought to you by the National Weather Service. We start all the way up here in northern Michigan, where we are still contending with quite a bit of snow, and we're going to see our massive low pressure system. We're going to see our massive low pressure system pinwheeling this way. Some of the energy will spill down into Michigan as well, northern Michigan. I want to really note here, we're talking about 4 inches in Gaylord, 4 to 6 in Grayling, 3 to 4 in Mio. Look at that, Cadillac 3 to 4, Houghton Lake 2 to 3, Gladwin 1 to 2, and you get the idea. Just kind of a concentrated area of heavy snow will be moving through. So hey, snow lovers in that area, well, I guess it's time to start preparing. Time to get excited. It is going to be quite the festive time for you all. Now moving into Milwaukee's jurisdiction, we take a look here, West Bend 2 to 4 inches, Waukesha 2 to 4 inches, again, that pinwheeling effect, 2 to 3 in Burlington, areas along the coast, possibly 1 to 2, maybe 3 near Sheboygan, Fond du Lac 1 to 3. We're talking areas a little further in, 1 to 3 as well. Madison, we're talking about 1 to 2. And going off further to your west, well, like I said, it'll pinwheel, but it will not pinwheel all the way over here. You might see a couple flurries even with that in mind. All right, now hopping across the pond here, we are talking about 0 to 2, so very uncertain over here. Again, some of your energy could spill down here. Keyword could. That's why it's uncertain. Big Rapids 0 to 2, Flint 0 to 2. You guessed it, Kalamazoo 0 to 2. Detroit, you could see a dusting, maybe an inch. We don't really know yet. Lansing 0 to 2 as well. Tons of uncertainty, and that's what makes snow forecasting so difficult, and that's what makes you want to rip all of your hair out. Oh gosh, it's stressful, isn't it? Okay, now moving into the Chicago area, and I know a lot of you all are watching from there, so we'll go more in depth. We're talking about 2 to 3 for Waukegan, 2 to 3 for the Chicago metro area. Well, we'll see. I mean, conditions do look quite ripe for that, and if you do love the snow, this is good news. If you don't, well, I'm sorry. It's about to be winter. There's nothing I can do about it, so I kind of wish there was. 3 for Valparaiso, maybe a localized maximum there. Valparaiso, Chesterton getting about 3 as well. Kankakee, 2 to 3 inches. Rensselaer, 2 to 3 inches. I hope I didn't butcher that. And let's hop over to Elgin, Joliet, 1 to 2 inches. Moving into more of your northern Indiana jurisdiction, LaPorte, 2 to 4 inches. South Bend, 2 to 5 inches. Like I said, localized maximums, they really do help. 3 Rivers, 2 to 4 inches. You keep going down the line. Fort Wayne, 1 to 2 inches. Marion, Portland, 1 to 3. Monticello, 1 to 3. You get the idea there. Probably locally higher amounts across these areas. Moving further south into your Indy jurisdiction, Lafayette, 1 to 2 inches. Indianapolis, well, there's a lot of uncertainty. A trace to 2 inches. That doesn't sound great, does it? Newcastle, 2 to 4 inches. And going further south, you get the idea. Terre Haute, maybe a trace. We really don't know. There's a lot more than I remember, but let's keep going south. Now into Cincinnati, Columbus. Salina, about 2 inches. Greenville, about 3 inches. Cincinnati, maybe about an inch there. Columbus, we have no idea. Maybe half an inch, 2 inches. We'll see, right? trends of this going further east is more likely, so please be on alert across those areas. For the Louisville jurisdiction, these will probably go up, honestly. It wouldn't be shocking. Masson 0 to 2 inches there. Salem 0 to 1. Lexington, a trace to 2. We have no idea what's going to happen. Danville 0 to 1. London trace to 1. Again, so uncertain. And that's what happens with these systems, right? Speaking of uncertain, let's go to the home of uncertainty in itself, East Tennessee, right? Well, here we go. I know why you live in this area, so we'll be a little more detailed here. Let's start here in the Cumberland Plateau. Oneida, 1/2 inch possible. La Follette, 1/2 inch possible. Tazewell could get up to 1 inch. Morristown, there's a lot of uncertainty for many different reasons. If this shifts further east, you could kiss goodbye to that whole area, basically. So, yeah, we just need to make sure the models behave, right? We're talking in the Gatlinburg area, potentially up to 1 inch. And Sevierville, maybe a dusting. We'll see. Pigeon Forge, more likely chance of a dusting. Areas in between, maybe a dusting. It's very uncertain still. And let's head on up to Greenville here, 1 to 2 inches. Mountain City, name implies, 2 to 3 inches. Over there, Weiss, 3 to 4. I wish I was there right now, goodness. I really wish, actually, I was in the mountains themselves. Could be seeing 6 to 8 plus inches of snow. An all-out winter storm is likely. And honestly, I wouldn't be shocked if a winter storm warning gets issued in future updates. And lo and behold, take a look at your horseshoe shape here, your valley. Getting completely shafted yet again by your valley transport winds, which will bring up slightly more mild air, maybe closer to around 36 to 39 degrees, which is just a tad bit too warm for snow. And speaking of model uncertainty, let's take a look at that, shall we? Especially for you folks in East Tennessee and around my area who really want the snow. And there's many of you who don't, and that might be a good thing for this event or not. We'll see. We're going to take a look at each model here, and you'll notice our low pressure is in different spots. I mean, the RDPS model's all the way over... Ooh, that's wrong color. RDPS model's all the way over here. Well, what's going to happen? This is going to swing down like this, and most of your snow's going to go into West Virginia. Yeah, exactly. Then we have other models, like the NAM, which is much different. I don't know if it'd go this far west, to be honest, but you do have this massive shield of snow that's blasting south. This would undoubtedly be the best case scenario for my friends and family in East Tennessee. And as we continue, NAM Nest, same thing. The wrap here, well, take a look at this. I thought we just saw loads of blue for this area. No, maybe some rain instead. Even some rain into portions that were supposed to see snow. And on top of that, your sharp cutoff line here. These sharp cutoff lines will form really across these areas. And, you know, it's a difference between 5 miles. Someone here may see 0 inches, 0. Areas over here may see 3 inches. And so, okay, let's think about this. The person in the middle is going to be like, oh, look at that, the forecast verified. They finally knew what they were doing. People over here are going to be like, oh, they got the forecast wrong again. How could I be surprised by that? They don't know what they're doing. Well, they actually do. It's just hard to predict these things. People over here are going to be like, wow, huh. If I would have known about this, I would have been a little more excited. Well, we actually got more snow than forecasted. That's incredible, my goodness. So, again, it just depends on where you live, and please, if you live in this 0 inch area, do not get down over it. You'll have more chances this winter, I promise you. And then your HRRR, gosh, I mean, come on, just over here. Why can't this just move a little bit further to the west? But I get it. It's because of me. I can't see snow, I guess. I'm not allowed. But areas, look it up there. Again, sharp cutoff line by about a 1/2 mile. Unbelievable. Yeah, this is what keeps meteorologists and weather enthusiasts alike up at night. this is what makes them have nightmares as well in the middle of winter when they're promised by the models with snow. And the low pressure, well, does a little something like this. Does a little replacement, and all of this blue goes over here. And people start to, well, get their hearts broken. I don't think we'll see it this time, but we'll see. Basically, it drives us insane. That's not a good thing either. Just kind of keeps us looking at the models all day, every day. I guess we don't have anything else better to do. Get the idea here. For Virginia and the mountains, a lot higher snow totals. Yeah, gosh, over a foot in some of those areas. And yeah, snowshoe. Look at this. 2 feet of snow is expected up here. And portions of the southern Alleghenies. That is ridiculous. I just keep that in mind there. We're talking about 2 to 3 in Weston, 4 to 6 in Elkins, 12 to 18 in Snowshoe. Merry Christmas to everyone. 4 to 6 in Summersville. It's not summer. Merry Christmas, everyone. 3 to 4 in Beckley. And you basically get the idea there. 1 to 2 in Charleston as well. And we could finally close off our video. I love talking about the snow. That really shows, doesn't it? Hope you all enjoyed. I hope you all enjoyed this new thumbnail style as well. I think it looks incredible. I am the most proud I think I have ever been of a single thumbnail here. Look at the 3D text, snow overlay, the arrow. Oh my goodness, we're gonna get snow. Okay, if you enjoyed this video, please be sure to smash the like button. Feel free to comment down below if you have any suggestions of what you want me to do or anything. If not, you don't have to. Feel free to share this with friends and family, and maybe even subscribe to my little corner of the weather community. And with that being said, have a wonderful wintry Thursday and Friday, everyone. I'll see you all in the next weather update. Have a wonderful evening.